Hi, I'm Ellen, and welcome to day 22 of Vlog Every Day in April. So today's topic is Earth Day, which makes sense because today is Earth Day. I have no idea what's going to come up here. My guides have me holding a beautiful green crystal, and I don't remember the name of it. I'll have to look it up afterward and I'll insert a caption to identify that. And my guides are ready to speak, so I'm going to give them the table. We notice that Earth Day is a way of celebrating Earth, is a way of reminding that Earth is in need of attention, is in need of love, is in need of healing. And we also notice Earth Day is a reminder humans have the capacity to provide this love, this healing. We notice most humans have some awareness of Earth's needs, and yet many feel that it is beyond them to participate, to contribute, and we notice this is incorrect. If each human would take one small action each day toward preventing the continued torture of Earth, Earth would heal. This is one truth spoken for purpose of exposing you to what is a falsehood believed that one person cannot help. I feel like that's the tip of the iceberg. So that is a beautiful truth that one small action taken by one human multiplied by millions and preferably billions can absolutely help to heal Earth. And I'm being shown there's a difference between healing and curing. And as it is with energy work, energy healers legally can't say, I can cure you of whatever ails you. There are so many legal ramifications to making a statement like that. And the thing is, even if it is possible, which honestly, I feel it is possible, the fact is, it isn't about curing, it is about healing. There's a huge difference. Curing is about absolving anything to do with disease. Healing is about a process that may result in cure, and yet it brings the person being healed, or in this case, the planet being healed, into the equation. Curing is an external force. Healing is an internal force. And therein lies the difference. So, the point being made through that channeled message was really about the fact that we need to get off our ego horse that tells us that we can't possibly make a difference all on our own. We need to remember we aren't doing it alone. Yes, we may be singularly taking one action, and yet collectively there are millions, and again I'll say hopefully billions, of other people taking similar or related actions. So the synergy of that is what can help to heal Earth, okay? I wrote a post earlier this month that I will link to below. And it talks about healing Earth from an Earth perspective and healing Earth from a light perspective, meaning a spiritual perspective. And I'll invite you to take a look at that because some really interesting ideas came up. There is some channeled information, including a channeled drawing of a mechanism that could harness the power of rivers for electricity without need to create dams that change the flow of a river and therefore affect Earth. So, anything else to say about that? No. Anything else to say about Earth Day though? Yeah. Alright, so the energy is changing out for this next channeled message. And I'm basically marking time until the energy is in place so that it can speak through me. And I feel like it's ready. Okay, so let's find out what else we need to know. In the coming years, we notice a great change upon Earth. We notice that there will be more violent eruptions of weather and other geological events which will hurt Earth and at the same time will provide healing for Earth, as you might understand that such events are releasing energy, releasing stress, preventing greater fractures. We wish for you to understand this is a necessary component of Earth's healing and ask for you to be in awareness of this, be in preparation if you feel inclined, and be not in fear, rather be in proactivity, be in understanding that this will happen and it will be for the betterment of Earth. Okay, those sorts of messages, I admit, from an ego level, make me a little bit uncomfortable because it feels like foreshadowing, it feels like prediction, and that's something I'm really not into. At the same time, when I feel into that, as I'm holding this piece of stone, I know this is a truth. I know it's an unavoidable truth. And this isn't about punishment. This isn't about, as they said, putting us in fear mode. I just heard it, actually, it's a reality check. It's just a reality check. I mean, anyone who lives in the US, especially perhaps on the West Coast, is aware that there are a couple of fault lines that are spoiling to blow, as I just heard. And when that happens, it is going to create a lot of destruction. However, the purpose of earthquakes, as with the purpose of volcanoes, is to release energy. Think about how we as humans release energy. How do we do that? We might exercise. Perhaps we're a person who goes into our cellar and throws old china at the wall. And just the impact of it, the violence of it, helps to release that pent-up emotion. Crying jags. Those are also energy releases for us as humans. Earth can't just go on a crying jag. Earth can't just say, yeah, could you hand me a box of old china so I can throw it against the wall? And Earth can't exercise, can't go for a run, can't, get those good hormones flowing to help reduce stress. The only way Earth can reduce stress is through volcanic eruption, is through earthquakes. So, there's that. And is there anything else to say about that? No. Is there anything else to say for this video? We would ask for you to please be in awareness of how you are using Earth, how you are abusing Earth, how you can change one small thing each day which will make a great impact upon Earth's health. That feels like a plea, and there's some emotion tied to that, which is unusual when it comes from the spirit realms. There's just some sorrow there over what's happened, what's happening. And we can help to alleviate that sorrow. And this is what this video is really about. We can help to alleviate Earth's stress by doing our part. And she will need to do her part. And we need to just know that that will happen, has to happen, and deal with it as best we can. So, I'm going to link to that blog post in the description below, and thanks to the magic of my website's infrastructure, you will also notice at the bottom of the post recommended posts, which will most likely lead you to other Earth Day links that I've written in previous years. If not, and if you have an interest, simply typing Earth Day into the search bar on my website will bring those posts up for you. Okay? And so, wishing you a happy and healthy Earth Day, and wishing Earth a healthy Earth Day. Until next time, you take really good care. Lots of love.